This is why the extraterrestrial Anunnaki came to Earth. According to claims, many support the fact that all the theories about the ancient gods go back to a common source, that of the ancient Anunnaki. But what is the true story behind the ancient Anunnaki? Are they really the creators of humanity? What are the chances that our civilization is a product of a super advanced alien race that visited Earth in the distant past, as the legends say? Not only Sumerian, but also ancient Egyptian and ancient Greek and ancient Native American. As many of you already know, it's believed that the ancient Anunnaki came to Earth and mixed their DNA with a primitive species of Earth to create modern humans. Among other translations, many claim that Anunnaki means they have come from heaven to earth. This somewhat controversial theory is not accepted by all, and some believe that it's ridiculous to think something like this really happened. However, for some mysterious reason, almost all the ancient texts that speak of the creation of humanity tell the story of how a god created us and that at some point these gods will someday return to earth. Is it possible that these gods, quote unquote, are the so-called Anunnaki? Many people firmly hold that there was indeed a time when giants came to earth and the ancient Sumerians were living with their gods, the Anunnaki. These mysterious gods who came from the heavens created humanity. The legend says thousands of years ago they may have walked among mortal humans. They ruled the first civilizations on earth. Millions of people recognize that we may be the result of bioengineering. And interestingly, the ancient Sumerian civilization is often cited by researchers as one of the oldest civilizations on Earth, if it's not the oldest civilization on the planet. History tells us that according to the ancient Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki were regarded as supreme deities in the past, and these beings are described as humanoids, such as physical and spiritual beings who had greater capabilities than ordinary humans. It's believed that this civilization of space explorers, Anunnaki, came from a distant galaxy with great technology and wisdom, searching on our planet for precious minerals that they desperately needed. It's very interesting that the ancient cuneiform tablets mention the Anunnaki describes them with a high detail that is unprecedented, even speaks of how these beings lived for hundreds of years ruling over humanity. The ancient text suggests that they were more than just a myth. Zechariah Sitchin, who studied ancient Sumerian cuneiform tablets for over 30 years, believed that the so-called ancient Sumerian gods were actually extraterrestrial from outer space, which landed on planet Earth in ancient Mesopotamia more than 450,000 years ago. And in the Cosmic Code, Sitchin writes, quote, there was a time when civilized man still did not inhabit the earth, when the animals were only wild and the crops were still not cultivated. In that long time ago, a group of 50 Anunnaki came to earth, directed by a leader whose name was Ea, meaning whose home is water. When they left their planet Nibiru, or planet X, a crossing planet, and coming to earth, coming down in the waters of the Persian Gulf. That was, he said, about 445,000 years ago, end quote. Humanity was finally enslaved by the gods. But the gods also created a descendant of the Nephilim. These mysterious beings are the result of beings who came to earth and intermingled with humans. Nephilim, as we know from the Old Bible, the book of Genesis. Similar stories are present in ancient Greek mythology. Zeus, one of the major gods of ancient Greece, of Mount Olympus, was said to have fathered two hybrid sons, Hercules and Perseus. And curiously, the book of Enoch mentions beings known as the Watchers. These were angels who descended from heaven and procreated with humans. Many people claim that the above stories are the definitive proof of the Anunnaki, and how these beings influenced almost all ancient ancestral civilizations in the past. And if you look at the ancient Hindu, Greek, Roman, Aztec civilization, Egyptian, and Mayan texts, we'll find fascinating similarities between them. In the past, beings descended to earth from the heavens and procreated with a man who gave rise to the offspring that was then divine, a human medium. And this is on Infinity Explorers by Anshrivastava. Please leave your comments about this, and thank you for your support. Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.